Hello everyone, this is BCI Agent here, and welcome to our first look at Beacon Pine. We're gonna watch this story unfold.
Dear reader, allow me to introduce you to my book. Though it might at first appear like many books you've come across, it is far from ordinary. You may, therefore, have some misunderstandings about its nature. The story that awaits you has not been fully told. In fact, its conclusion is not yet known, even to myself. It is in that way that my book is special. It is in that way that you are special.
You're all special.
Without you, there is no story. Chapter 1. Normal isn't what it used to be. This is a story about change. Nestled in a shallow valley is the town of Beacon Pines. Far from the town square, across the river, past the neglected welcome sign, a young boy walks alone at dawn. His name is Luca Van Horn, and like you, dear reader, he's here for a reason.
Excuse me. Hey Dad. How are things going? Today's the first day of summer vacation. I start middle school next year, I guess. I was 6 years old when you died. And it's been 6 years now. From here on out, you've been gone longer than you were here. It feels like that should mean something. Mom always said that this tree was your favorite spot in the world. Me too. Hey, Luca! I knew I'd find you here.
Rollo was Luca's closest friend. He possessed many fine qualities, but subtlety was not one of them.
Well, after I banged on your door till your gran answered. And after I checked the pond, and climbed up the treehouse, then I knew I'd find you here.
Rollo finally noticed the tears welling in his friend's eyes, and the flowers on the grave.
Oh, yeah, right. You and your mom always did this on your dad's birthday. Yeah. I didn't know if you were gonna keep doing it now that your mom's gone too. She's not gone. She's just missing. Sorry, I meant to say since you went missing. She's gonna come back, Rollo. Of course she is. Okay, Dad. See you next time. I think I'm ready to get out of here. Sure, lead the way. Aw.
Wonderful! I had a good feeling about you from the moment you opened my book. That charm is a very special thing. Very special indeed. Keep hold of it for now. Its purpose will reveal itself soon enough.
I'm not gonna get all these. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. The whole reason I was looking for you. I was wondering if you'd ever get to that. I found the perfect way to start our summer. How's that?
Rollo looked to the side suspiciously.
Not here. They might be watching. Hey, who? Shh, not so loud. We need to do this in a secure location. Mission control. Alright, just have to tell Gran and then we can head out. What are you gonna tell her? I don't know, I'll think of something. If it's all the same to you, I'll meet you at the welcome sign. Your Gran still kinda wigs me out. I don't do well with new people. You moved in like half a year ago. Just be at the sign when you're done. Suit yourself, it won't be long. Okay, I got to do this.
Dear reader, forgive me for this interlude. Remember that charm you found in the dandelion patch? There are more of those special charms to discover throughout Beacon Pines. They've been known to reveal themselves to those who are willing. Some of them can be found in this very house. Just some dusty knickknacks. Since Gran had moved in, the house was more peaceful, more orderly, and more covered in flowery fabric.
At least it's not plastic.
One of his father's old stethoscopes. Luca had spent countless hours listening to anything and everything with it. Not for years, though. Gran had already lit the fire. She kept a warm house, as if by grandmotherly obligation. Oh my, this is quite exciting. I am now certain that you are the one I've been waiting for all these years. You'll recall I was a bit coy regarding the use of charms earlier. Excuse me, I tend to have a flair for the dramatic. You are about to encounter your first turning point. There are certain times in this tale when everything hinges on a single word. Step forth, dear reader. Young Luca would spend hours hiding in the bushes, waiting for a chance to jump out and startle his mother. She always enjoyed humoring him by feigning terror. A beginner's guide to gardening laid open on the bench.
Hey, Gran, I'm gonna go. For Pete's sake, go change out of your pajamas before you say another word. But nothing. Inside clothes are for inside. And outside clothes are for outside.
Lucas stared at his feet and muttered under his breath.
Mom always let me wear my pajamas in the garden. Well, Eleanor isn't here, is she? Now go upstairs, change, and then we'll talk.
Right, of course. I forgot about the pajamas.
Can't be comfy in my own house. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna have to change since I'm gonna go outside anyway, but still.
Luca tossed on his favorite old sweater. Even though it was the first day of summer, a chill still hung in the air.
Can't relate.
Gran had commandeered the upstairs closet when she moved in. Some things need shelter from a young boy's mischief, she said. Luca paused at his parents' bedroom door. He just wasn't ready to go in yet. The only piece of furniture Gran had brought when she moved in was an old hutch. A pair of dull scissors, a broken can opener, a mostly empty bottle of glue, and some loose string. An array of prepared meals crowded the refrigerator, each labeled with the day of the week.
Okay, I'm gonna go hang with Rolo for the day. See you later. Hold up now. Where are you and Rolo headed exactly? Nowhere special.
The less grand new, the better for everyone involved.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna go chill for today.
We were just gonna go chill for the day.
You're just gonna go chill for today.
The best lies are built on truth.
You boys are always in a hurry to do nothing. We stick to what we're good at. Make sure you are done chilling in time for supper.
Easy. Impressive. You've managed to navigate your first turning point without too much of a mess. That is the power of charms. A single word can change everything. I think it's time to introduce you to the Chronicle. The Chronicle is a record of the decisions you've made. You can see the turning point which has been revealed. At any time, you can use the Chronicle to go back and invoke different charms, creating new branches.
Love me branching storyline.
Luckily for us, this is the one and only turning point where the charms won't dramatically alter fate. It's the perfect opportunity to experiment with rewriting things.
You're gonna ponder something?
We were just gonna go ponder for the day.
Oh, really? What are you boys going to ponder in such a lovely day exactly?
This was Luca's chance to sell his alibi.
You know, big stuff, small stuff, medium, mostly medium pondering.
Nailed it.
But make sure you don't overburden yourself with a preponderance of pondering. Huh? Don't forget it, off with you now. Oh, and Luca. You and Rolo stay out of trouble. I know, I know. Come on, come on! There he is. Dang it, Rolo. You know the drill. Don't let anyone discover our secret path.
Chapter 2. Welcome to Beacon Pines. For many years, this valley had been a small mining outpost. It wasn't until Sharper Valentine built his fertilizer company that Beacon Pines was established. Over the next 30 years, the town had grown and prospered, until the foul harvest and his sudden death. In the 6 years since, everyone was simply trying to get by.
6 years, you say? Sorry, young Mr. Van Horn, can't talk now. Very busy with preparations.
Mayor Augustus Valentine was not busy.
Oh, sorry, Gus. How many times do I... It's Mayor Val...
Flustered, Gus instinctively loosened his tie.
Keep up the good work. I must briefly attend to a concerned citizen. Huh? It's nothing, keep at it. Alright, what can the mayor of Beacon Pines do for you today? Oh, just saying hi, I guess. Well, good day to you too, Mr. Young Van Horn. You know. Hey, Mr. Kerr. Hey there, pal.
William Kerr was the CEO of Perennial Harvest Company. He had become a fixture around town over the past few years. After the failing of Valentine fertilizer, the town was hungry to welcome a new source of employment.
Excited for the big festival? Sure. Come on now, when I was your age, there's nothing more exciting than a town festival. The food, the music, the dancing. Sounds pretty alright. Gosh dang right it is. I'm looking forward to letting off some steam myself. Make sure to invite all of your little friends. I can keep roller away if I tried. Excellent. Sorry, Luca, I've gotta get back to the proverbial grindstone. Or harvest the waste and all that. Oh now. The low side's a little low. A little chill lean against this bridge. Looking cool. Yes. Mr. Van Horn, do you have a moment? It's just Luca. Holly, I'm sorry, it's my first week at Perennial Harvest.
He pulled a pen from the pocket of his sweater vest and began to frantically jot something down on a clipboard.
Wonderful, it won't happen again. If you're going to be on a first-name basis, then you can call me Pete. Oh, nice to meet you, Pete. Sorry, what are you writing? Oh, just documenting. Gosh, it's excited to be part of something so darn special. You know, it's not just about new fountains and phone booths. We're gonna change the world. It all starts here in Beacon Pines. Isn't that amazing? Uh-huh. Anyway, I'd better get... Oh, that reminds me. We'd love to hear your thoughts. My thoughts? You bet. If you're gonna change this town, you need to get every detail right. That sounds intense. Changing the world is intense. So, what do you say? Could you answer a few questions? Well, I guess if it's quick. Wonderful. Hoping to answering a few quick questions. One down. See, it's not that hard, is it? Oh, you're going already. Question 2. What is something you love about Beacon Pines? I never really thought about it before. Perfect. It's the only place I've lived. See, that wasn't so painful.
Pete stopped scribbling and glanced up from the clipboard.
Was it? I guess not. Huzzah. Our first 3 questions answered in record time. Are you literally writing down everything? Thank you so much for your time. I need to process these answers. You can save the rest of your thoughts for later. Okay. Our harvest awaits. Come on, Andy, grab his wallet. I'm sorry, Iggy, I can't. Sure, we pound ya. Yep. Yeah, but my mom said... Yeah, but... If I had a nickel for every yeah, but... You're the freaking king of nickels. Ain't that right, Tish? Yep. Hey, Mr. Sinclair.
Mr. Sinclair continued snoring and lifted one eyelid just enough to see who it was, a tactic he often used to avoid undesirable conversation.
Yoo-hoo, Mr. Sinclair.
Oh, don't you see I'm sleeping, boy?
Nothing happened today.
From me, as always. Used to have a perfectly nice view from here. Still perennial harvest, but that monstrosity of a building.
Why don't you just move your chair a bit?
Why should I be the one that moves? It's a showdown, they won't. I ain't gonna be the one who blinks.
Alright, moving on. Hey, Jetson. Is the lion playing any tunes today? Nice this morning, I'm afraid. Come to think about it. Can't remember the last one he reeled one in. But hey, it was never about the cat. This is where I come to think. Yeah, that's what my dad used to do here. It reminds me. If you ever want his chair back, I've taken standing recently. Keeps you from falling asleep at the reel. If you don't mind, I think it should stay. No. Empty chair makes for a great listener.
Whenever Luca saw his dad's chair by the pond, it reminded him of the days they'd pack up a couple of sandwiches and fish until sundown.
Go pick out your view from the tackle box, buckaroo.
Luca opened the tackle box and picked the perfect bait. Luca gently baited a feather onto the hook, good for skimming the surface.
Some easy fishing.
I'll be switched. It's your old rubber ducky. You were just a little drooling ball of fur when you lost that. Cried for days. I told you to turn up.
Luca tied a shoestring to the hook. What fish could resist a nice shoestring?
Just don't even wear shoes. Where do you think the other one is?
On to say, sometimes things drift away.
That's not fair.
No, it's not.
Well, wherever it is, I hope that other boot at least has a sock to keep it company.
Luca gently, good for skimming.
Looks like we can use some new bait. What do you say we head out and find some more?
So much for it being a secret. I'm just gonna put a sign up.
The boys had a good thing going. As long as they kept old Jeff happy, they had an endless source of precious materials to add to the treehouse.
Okay, what's this top secret plan to start our summer? So you know the abandoned warehouse by my place? No Valentine building? Yeah, well, it isn't abandoned. What makes you think that? Get this. Last night, it was glowing. Glowing? Are you sure? Kinda. That place has been empty since the fell harvest. Yeah. Who would even want to poke around that place? We would, Rollo. We would. Wait, it's just a busted old warehouse. I just meant we could do some research at the library. You want to actually go to the warehouse? What do you expect to find? Answers. My mom's out there somewhere. And it seems like everyone wants to pretend that she's gone for good. You don't have to come, Rollo, if you don't want to. Look up. Remember that time I sort of accidentally burned down the chicken coop? And you jumped in and said it was your fault before my paw throttled me? This is a flaming chicken coop sort of deal. I've got your back. Thanks, Rollo. Now that I think about it, looking around a decrepit fertilizer warehouse is exactly how I want to spend the first day of summer. Let's go! You go ahead, I'll catch up.
Luca's winter coat decommissioned for the summer. With the cold holding out longer than usual, he reconsidered its usefulness. On certain nights, when the clouds were just right, the boys could tune into strange patterns of static. Rollo thinks it's aliens. He always thinks it's aliens. After Luca's father had passed, Rollo became obsessed with them building their own Hank atomic star scraper. It was some time before Luca realized it was Rollo's way of keeping him occupied.
There he is. I'm just catching my breath a bit. Go on, I'll catch up. Hey, Mrs. Nelson. Morning, Luca. Any big plans for the summer? Not really. Heard anything about the old fertilizer warehouse? Any strange happenings? Can't say I have. Either way, a dusty old warehouse is no place for a young boy. You be safe now.
Miss Hatch could often be found near the fountain, too absorbed in a book to be distracted.
The two wandered down the wooded path, unaware of the danger ahead. Oh. Ooh, that's getting good.
Holden Wilder ran the local paper of record, the Beacon.
Hey, Mr. Wilder.
One Luca, what's today have in store for you?
I was wondering if you heard any news about...
News? The Beacon knows the news that needs knowing.
Any news about the old fertilizer warehouse?
Nope.
Oh. Rollo thought he saw some lights there last night.
Rollo ought to be careful poking around that part of town. Winds of change are blowing. And change is a dangerous animal.
Luca, just the fellow I was looking for. Hey, Roxy, what's up?
Oh, right. Rendezvous with Roxy. This is an important turning point. The first time where your charms will change the course of fate. And currently, we only have one suitable charm at our disposal. Have no fear, we can always return later using the Chronicle once we find more charms. Well, now I'm just rambling. Where were we?
Have you seen my blockhead brother today? He skipped out before breakfast. Well, not really, no. Can't say I have. Can't say or won't say. Roxy, would I lie to you? Look, wait up! I almost forgot to tell you! Roxy might be lurking around here. This is one of her favorite places to stand around and be useless. Oh? So we need to make sure she doesn't spot us. Hello. Why are you doing that turning thing with your body? What, you're not scared, are you? She's harmless. And a chump. And she's right around that corner, isn't she? Don't mind me, just over here lurking. Uselessly. Oh, hey, sis. Nice weather we're having, eh? I couldn't help but notice you snuck out this morning before breakfast. Wasn't hungry. Also couldn't help but notice your morning chores were left unchored. Roxy, I'm gonna level with you. I'm sick and tired of digging up carrots. We all gotta pick up the slack since the foul harvest. Almost every carrot I dig up is rotten. And the rest look like they were hit with Hank's atomic shrink array. All the more reason to keep on digging. There's gotta be more to life than puny carrots. Look, Roxy, Luke and I have places to be, so if you don't mind... Oh, I do mind. I'm not gonna catch hell again because of you. So either you march yourself home and harvest those carrots, or I haul you home myself.
Rolo froze as Roxy took a step toward him, cracking her knuckles. Luca knew he had one chance to save his friend from being dragged home.
The best way to deal with rage is be a little chill.
In the past, he found the best way to deal with an enraged Roxy was to be a little chill.
Come on, Roxy, it's the first day of summer, the sun's shining, and we just want to take it easy. Let's leave tomorrow's problems for tomorrow. That's great and all, but Rolo's problems have a way of becoming my problems. And Pa always says tomorrow's work is best left for yesterday. March, you big oaf. All rats. I expect a full report about the Valentine place. A full report! Hello. So, it's... What are you up to this lovely day? Nope. Cool, cool, cool. Sharper Valentine, the founder of Beacon Pines. Never underestimate what a great man can do given time. Sharper Valentine.
A bit much, if you ask me.
Piper? Hey, Luca, what's up? You know it's summer break, right? Of course. And it's like the morning. Alright. And you're studying? Like they say, the early bird is the proper education required for a successful and fulfilling career later in life. Mm-hmm. Hey, Zariel. Hey, Luca. Could you please tell this lazy butt to hop on the cafe? Lumi, Zariel will like you. Luca, let me give you a little gem of advice. If you never do what you don't love, then you never work a day in your life. Wow. You're really setting the kid up for success. Hey, Griffin. How's the ice cream get going? Not great. It's still pretty cold out. I'm not in the business of selling cold. I'm sure things will warm up soon. Mr. Tolliver's not at his grocery stand? He's right before the festival, I guess. Gotcha. Hey, Bert. Hi, Luca. I'm in fact checking for the town history exhibit. Look, kid, I'm just here to put up the lights. What did you know? When the town was founded, there were only 7 citizens. And they all worked for a mining company. And there was only one dirt road leading to town. And there still is only one road leading to town. Oh, right. Hey, Solomon. Apologies, no time for chit chat. There he goes.
Luca, my boy. Hold up a tick.
Hi, Mr. Nuncrate. I was just on my way to...
I'm just sold the last jar of your grandmother's preserves. Can't stock the shelves fast enough, it turns out.
Hey, that's great, but I'm actually...
I guess Juniper will have to swing by with more of a lovely jam.
Uh-huh.
Well, don't let this old man slow you down. You just remind her that she still owes me that dance.
A promise Gran regretted the second it was made.
That'll do.
She's a fine woman, that Juniper.
Yeah, she's pretty cool, I guess.
A real fine woman.
Sir, I'm 12. Gotta go.
Better than any jam on earth.
Goodbye, sir. Oh, hey, Luca. Hey, Joey. How's the bug hunt going? Not great. Bugs have been shy this week. Bugs get shy? Well, sure, bugs aren't that different from people. Sometimes they just want to be left alone. If you're going into weed wood, just be careful where you step. Oh, bug crunching, got it.
Luca peeked up at the beehive. It appeared to be deserted.
That's strange. Please? Where are you?
The path led into a small hollow at the edge of Weepwood.
Okay, no turning back now. Caution, electrified fence. That's I knew.
The fence thrummed with a gentle electric buzz.
Okay, so what would Rollo do if he was here?
Luca often asked himself what Rollo would do, so that he could rule out that option.
I'm definitely not touching that thing.
As sparks flew from the fence, the light atop that section shut off. 2 bulbs remained.
That's 2.
1 more to go.
Yeah.
The fence's buzzing gave way to silence.
Okay, moment of truth.
Every kid in town knew the old Valentine fertilizer building. long abandoned, the warehouse once served as the industrial heart of Beacon Pines. Now, it stood only as a reminder of things left behind. The dormant building showed strange signs of life.
Okay, so Rolla wasn't exaggerating for once. What's going on here?
There was only one way to find out. The water looked almost diseased. It flowed slowly into the woods.
I managed that water runoff. Well, that smells awful. Too bad Rolla's not here. He had no problem poking around in there.
The hose emitted a subtle sound. It was actively draining some kind of liquid.
Locked.
Luca thought he heard faint sounds coming from the other side of the door. He pressed his ear against the cold metal to hear better.
Zipper? Footsteps?
The sound of footsteps grew louder.
Hello? Shit.
The heavy steel door knocked Luca to the ground. Disoriented, he looked up to see an imposing figure silhouetted in a green glow. It lunged toward him. He tried to scramble away, but felt a gloved hand latch onto his ankle. Luca watched his fingernails leave trails in the dirt as the hand slowly dragged him back through the door, into the lab, into the green light. This is a story about change. It was far from the sort of change Luca imagined for himself. But change is, after all, a dangerous animal. The end?
Question mark.
I probably should have warned you about this. There are many paths that our story can take. Most will end in tragedy. But don't let that discourage you. We will find the ending that this story deserves. I just know it. From here on out, a charm will have a check mark when it's been used to its full potential at a given turning point. Now, let's try something different.
Okay, I'm gonna take it back. Time to be a little shit.
In the past, he found the best way to deal with an enraged Roxy was to be a little shit.
Take a break for it! What have you done? Ah! Did that little shit just kick me? What all you want, you little twerp? You gotta come home eventually. Sorry! I'm sorry about that. Rolla can get overexcited sometimes.
Solomon Valentine, current ward of and future successor to the Valentine fortune, huffed as he brushed off his pants.
That's how to complete and utter fools. One wonders if it's worth taking anything here seriously. Either way, I'm really sorry. No matter. How are you doing? Me? Yes, with all that business about your mother and whatnot. Oh, I'm getting by. Still no word from her at all? No. That is truly a shame. Your grandmother has taken residence to keep house? Yeah? And how is that going? We mostly stay out of each other's way. You make it sound like she's rarely at home. It's not like that. She just has a lot to do. Mm-hmm. She's still sitting in and trying to figure out how to make ends meet. Indeed. Well, count your blessings. It It's better to have a caretaker who is rarely around, than the one who tries to compensate by smothering you with affection. That doesn't sound so bad. Trust me when I say, it's best to rely on yourself. Family has a way of creating more problems than they solve.
Solomon trifled a gesture toward the approaching heiress Valentine.
Speak of the devil. Do not wander off like that. I'm much too busy to be looking all over for you. Apologies, heiress. I was just taking a stroll through town. Strolls are for commoners. You're a Valentine now. I want you to be present for the construction of the History Museum. The future of this town relies on its ability to remember our family's great past. Of course. Any new dialogue?
Do you go, my boy? Put up a tick.
Sorry, mission. I'm kind of in a hurry right now. Bye.
Boy's got too much of his father in him. And I got too much diabetes.
I win! For the help. I am the champion! You were racing? Did our road get longer? Like anything ever changes around here. It seemed longer. You're just lightheaded from the run. You really need to pace yourself better next time. Not sure why I would take advice from second place. Has that sign always been there? Wait, what? Caution! Electrified fence. No, that's definitely new. Creepy. How are we gonna get around an electric fence? Don't worry, I've got this. Why'd you do that? Paul always says you can figure out what the plan was when you're done. Great. What now? Well, I did my part and established that touching the fence is bad. I'm sure you can handle it from here. I'll supervise. From a safe distance. Whoa, you're a genius! I think that did it. Luca, you never fail to impress.
As the glowing windows of the old warehouse came into view, Rollo began to bounce excitedly.
Check it out! Hey, Rollo, you weren't exaggerating for once. Was there ever any doubt? This definitely needs investigating. Good thing 2 ace detectives are on the case. This is bizarre. This is awesome. Do you feel that? What, the excitement in the air? You bet your butt I did. Feel this puddle. That's not normal. And his hose. Oh man, the door's locked. Try harder. No dice, it won't budge. Oh well. This dumpster is new, right? I bet it's got stuff in it. Can't really see what's in here. Who did all this? My nose is itching. I think I can smell some treasure. Are you sure that isn't the hazardous waste? Help me get in. Rolo, it would be my honor to throw you in the trash. Where you belong. Oh, lady, look. So, what's in there? Let's see. There's a squishy bag of squish. Wow. A good inch of stagnant sludge. Your natural habitat. Wait, hold the phone. Oh, 2 phones. Check these bad boys out. Are those walkie-talkies? Just like Hankatama communicators. Do these actually work? Ground command to Hank Atomic. Hank, do you read me? This is Hank Atomic, ground command. You're coming in 5 by 5. How are your vital readouts, Hank? Been a little stuffy in here. Requesting assistance for evac. Help is on the way. What was that? Someone's coming. Give me your hand. I'm trying. My hands are covered in squish. Go over and come in. Tell me you saw that. Dude, I don't know what I saw. It's coming back. Get down.
The boy sat petrified under the weight of the bag.
Oh god. Please, that's not what I think it is. Look good. Do you know what separates run-of-the-mill detectives from ace detectives? A ridiculous hat? When the chips are down, ace detectives dig deeper for clues.
Rollo felt around at the large sack which burdened them.
Aha!
He snapped off a tag from just within a small zipper opening in the bag.
It's some sort of badge or something. What's it say?
Rollo held the badge up to a faint shaft of light within the dumpster.
Dr. Prescott, Deep Engineering. It's a name tag. Who would throw away a bag full of slimy old name tags? I think it's just one name tag in a bag full of something else. Okay. I think we should make a break for it. Stay calm. There's no time to panic. I'm not panicking. You're panicking. Bro, calm down. You don't have to squeeze my hand so hard. Dude. I am not holding your hand. Quit messing around. No other slime-covered hand would be in here. Ah! Ah! I begin to see the benefits of your Run for Our Lives plan. Right, if we've established that I'm faster than you, so I'll go first. We're not go together. Same chicken coop, Luca. I'll make sure the coast is clear. After I go, count to 100. If you hear me yell, run. If you don't hear me yell, run. Actually, either way, haul ass. Well, I'll give you credit. You sure found an eventful way to start our summer. It's what I do. Oh, here goes nothing.
Lucas sat in the dark, tracking the sound of Rollo's footsteps as he ran. 1, 2, 3. He pressed his ear to the dumpster wall, straining to hear Rollo's footsteps as they faded away. 15, 16, 17. He tried not to think about the contents of the dumpster as he counted. 35, 36, 37. The thick stench made it hard to breathe. Screw it, that's long enough. Luca carefully lifted the lid and peered out. Nothing. No sign of Rollo. No sign of the man in the yellow suit. Time to haul ass. Luca clambered from the dumpster, stumbling to his knees. He was up like a shot and running, sprinting toward home as fast as he could. Beacon Pines flew by, blurred by the tears that welled up in his eyes. He wouldn't remember getting home at all that night. Throwing his front door open, storming up the stairs to his room, and surrendering to sleep almost as abruptly as he hit his pillow. Chapter 3. Finding a Friend. The next morning, it was quieter than usual at the breakfast table. Only the sound of silverware and chewing interrupted the awkward silence.
I finished drawing a mess of jam last night. Uh-huh. So that'll need to get delivered into town today. Okay. So, what did you and Rollo get up to yesterday? Nothing interesting. Hello? Calm down. No, of course it was the right thing to do. Start gathering, folks. I'll be right there. Are you sure there isn't anything you want to tell me about yesterday? Anything I want to tell you? Not really, we just sort of ran around for a bit.
Gran's brow furrowed. She let out a long sigh. Her voice was quiet and even.
I have to go take care of something. You are to stay in this house for the day. Under no circumstance are you to leave. What? If I am not back by dinner, there's stew in the icebox. But nothing. You have to stay here. Understand? Yeah. Say it. I'll stay here until you get back. Good. Well, that was strange.
A sturdy old wheelbarrow. A faint electronic sound floated in the air.
Is that coming from upstairs? Hello? Is anyone there? Hello? Hello, is that you? Over?
Luca glanced at the now silent walkie-talkie. He wasn't sure what to think.
Oh, hey, Roxy. Is this about me accidentally kicking you yesterday? Is Rollo here? No? Look at me, Luca. This is serious. Is Rollo here? No, I haven't seen him since yesterday. Rollo didn't come home last night. What?
A pit formed in Luca's stomach.
Where's the last place you saw him? We were playing around in Deepwood. And then it was late, and we went home. Deepwood? If he's alive, I'm gonna kill that little creep. Is there anything else? Anything that you said?
Luca's mouth felt dry.
No, we were just messing around. Okay. I need to go let people know to check the woods. You just stay out of trouble. Go see if he's hiding in the library or something.
Luca could feel his heart beating in his throat.
Rolo. Where are you? Well, this is an emergency. I gotta leave the house.
For a town that saw few visitors, the welcome was perhaps more grand than necessary.
Hey, Bert. Have you seen Rolo? No. No, I've mostly been talking to clipboards. He's doing lots of stuff for the festival. This one said he had to process some answers. I told him that was fine. I'll wait right here until he gets back. Howdy, Luca. Logan, Pete. I'm not Pete, you silly goose. It's Toby. You fooled me. Well, hey, it's no problem, though. The important thing is, we'd love to hear your thoughts. Yeah, I'm getting that impression. All part of something special, Luca. It all starts right here in Beacon Pines. I got it.
Toby looked up from the clipboard excitedly.
That's right. So how about you start by telling me? Look, no offense, but I've got my own stuff to take care of. Oh, you joker. We're all a part of this together. You'll let us know when you're free to answer a few questions. We really need to get back to work. Just a couple more minutes. Roxy said she'll be here, then she'll be here. I just don't see why I'm standing around, doing nothing, and waiting for Roxy. When I could be standing around, doing nothing, and getting paid for it. Come on, Lumi, Roxy needs our help. Ugh, my parents wouldn't listen. No offense, but isn't Rolo always getting into trouble? Something feels different this time. What can we do to help? We need to check where the adults aren't. So I guess it's up to us to check Deepwood. Our shift doesn't end for another couple of hours. We can spend the time making posters. That'd be great. I guess. Right, this and I will check Deepwood. We'll be back later to pick up the posters. I think my dad has a wrap of Weepwood. Let's swing by my house and grab it before we head out. What's this about a missing child?
I must stress that the situation is completely under control.
This all seems so terrible. And you're sure there's nothing we can do to help?
Nonsense. Young Mr. Carter will turn up safe and sound, I'm certain. You just focus on settling in. I trust my sister has supplied you with suitable lodging.
Oh yes, Miss Valentine has been more than accommodating. We were just telling our daughter Beth that. Now where did she run off to? Talking about? His eyes went wide with disbelief. You mean vanished? That's impossible. Oh my. He doesn't even see the danger he's in. Hey Griffin, has Rollo been by? Haven't seen him all day. I'm sure sure so he'll show up safe and sound. And when he does, there's a strawberry chocolate double scoop waiting for him. On the house. I like that. Hey, Wilson. History Museum. It's laughable, really. Did you happen to see Rollo in there? No, just a shadow of a family. Clinging on to a town, clinging on to the past. Feel free to check for yourself. I don't expect you to have your mind blown.
We all know Beacon Pines is a great town. What you may not know is great towns grow from mighty roots. And that is why you cannot tell the story of Beacon Pines without telling the story of one Shopper Valentine. Young Shopper's keen intellect and strong moral fiber led to a grand vision. A vision of a community dedicated to a better tomorrow. In his own words, a better tomorrow is within our grasp, but it requires a singular mind to harness it. Lucky for us, he decided to grow that vision here, in Beacon Pines. And how does one grow a better tomorrow? With fertilizer, of course. Valentine's Fertilizer Company became the lifeblood of a town yearning for purpose. But then tragedy struck, a scientific experiment gone wrong. An accident which took Shopper away from us far too soon. To this day, we struggle to pick up the pieces. But one foul harvest isn't enough to stop the people of Beacon Pines. The spirit of Shopper Valentine lives on. It lives in the hearts of everyone with a dream for a better tomorrow. Together, we will follow his example and grow a bountiful future. Paid for by the Valentine family and the Valentine Fertilizer Company Remembrance Fund.
Didn't pay a lot, apparently. That was unhelpful.
Kato volunteered at the library during the summers. He wasn't very social, so he'd dedicate each summer to becoming an expert in a single subject, making him a reliable source of very particular knowledge. If you were to ask Kato something he didn't know, he'd escape into the dusty old bookshelves and return with just the right thing.
Hey, Kato.
Kato was lost in his reading. Luca crooked his neck to see the title, Introduction to Melitology.
Hey, Luca, you snuck up on me. The book? No, just started it.
He gestured to the shelves.
I'm really running out of books I haven't read yet. And now it's on to the wonderful world of bees. Turns out, bees are pretty cool. For instance, did you know that around 70% of bee species actually live in underground tunnels? Or that if there are two queens in the hive, they'll fight to the death for supremacy? Just like in RuPaul's Drag Race. That's interesting, but you haven't seen Roll around recently, have you? Not since yesterday. Keep an eye out for him, okay? Sure thing. If I see him, you'll be the first to know. Hey, Jace. Hi, Luca. Did Roll come by? No. I was actually surprised. He's usually here early on days when their new issue drops. Lowell's the biggest Tank Atomic fan I know. Besides myself, that is. Well, if he does swing by, tell him to meet me you know where. I don't know where. No, he knows where. Oh. Roger that, Space Cadet.
The bottom corner shelf was a dusty array of thick science books. Only one binding was clean enough to read. cellular biology and the chemistry of mitosis.
Boring.
Mycological phosphorescence.
Ugh. Or like, a complete loss of interest.
The entire top level of the library was devoted to comics, most of which were Hank Atomic and the myriad of lesser revered spin-offs.
Hey, for a tiny library, that's pretty good.
Oh, the cobs I've eaten. A salad-centric travel guide for the mildly adventurous.
Yeah.
Sally Seashore's simple succulent sundries. Luca brushed off a smudge of dust. Or maybe it was flour. 30 recipes so easy you'll doubt it's even edible. A peek behind the curtain. The methods and ruminations of Patrick C. Montesquieu, one of the greatest acting minds of our time, by Patrick C. Montesquieu.
Oof.
There were rarely any actual new additions, simply a variety of existing content rotated into the front display each week.
Not fooling anyone. What sort of monster puts candy behind a locked door? Oh, yeah, Mr. Noncreed works weird hours sometimes. Of course he does. How about you? When do I work? No, what's your name? Luca Van Horn. You new here? Yep. Not by choice.
Beck's family moved often, giving her little time to establish any real connections. She would tell you she prefers it that way.
I'm looking for my friend Rolo. He didn't come home last night. So he's missing? I guess so. Like, missing? That sort of thing happen a lot around here.
Luca shifted his feet uncomfortably.
Oh, that sucks. Yeah. So, I should probably get going. Hey, wait up. What?
Beck pulled a coin from her pocket.
I'm coming with you. What? So says the unlucky penny. Unlucky? Yep. Well, technically I landed on head. Leave this kid to find his friend alone. But I always do the opposite. Huh. That's kind of like me and Rolo. I guess Rolo's my unlucky penny. That tells it. A person should never be without their unlucky penny. Let's go find them. Thanks, Beck. Pleasure to meet you, Beck. I suppose I could use some help. Try to keep up. Joey, have you seen Roller around? No, sorry, Luca. I have my eyes in the dirt looking for beetles. I can't seem to find any. I never came home last night. I think it's because it's been colder than normal. I don't see what I would have to do anything to do with Rolo. No, the beetles. You think this temperature confused their circadian rhythm or something? What's to say? I know, beetologists. Just keep an eye out for him, would you? Of course. Dang, they poured it out the way in.
Luca felt a chill as he approached Beck. Her eyes were locked on the strange green liquid. The nearby grass was coated in a fine layer of frost.
Is this sort of thing normal around here? Hang on, I gotta sneeze. Or not. Because bottles of Glen News are definitely not what I expected from this place. I have no idea what that stuff is. Well, the next obvious step is science. And what the science suggests. Look at with a stick.
Luca watched as Beck dipped a broken tree branch into the goo. Beck's eyes widened as flowers grew from the dead wood. First small buds, which quickly bloomed into vibrant petals.
What the? Cool.
As quickly as they had grown, the flowers began to shrivel and turn gray. Beck dropped the stick with a grunt of disgust.
Okay. So the science tells us this skunk is weird as hell. Yeah, seems dangerous. Hey Tish, look what the cat dragged in.
Yep.
I don't have time for this right now, Iggy. Oh, don't say things like that. It hurts Tish's feelings. Ain't that right, Tish?
Yep.
It looks fine to me. Why, hello! I don't think we've been properly introduced. Iggy's name. This is my compatriot, Tish.
Yep.
You've probably heard of us. Can't say I have. I forget just this once on account of you being new around here. Why'd you hang out with this stud? Huh? He seems pretty alright. Hey, why do you have to be so... You? Has he even told you that his parents skipped out on him? Shut up. It's true. They got tired of having such a pathetic kid and left him. Iggy, I'm only gonna say this one time. Don't talk about my family. Well, looks he's grown a backbone now that the girl's around. First his pops broke. Then his mom finally couldn't take it anymore and bounced.
Iggy took a step towards Luca, his sneer lit by the glowing puddle. Beck could see tears welling in Luca's eyes, his fists clenched. Some things about Beacon Pines were very different from the city, but a bully from a hayseed town is really no different from a city bully. Beck took a deep breath and thought. Well, time to bust out the strange.
Alright, Luca, looks like you need a little mud bath. What's wrong with you, new kid? About to pound your friend.
Beck stared in silence, the only sign of life being the twitch of an eye.
It's weird when people don't talk.
Nope.
Stop being a weirdo. Hello? You some kind of wackadoo? Makes sense. Wackadoos travel in packs, eh, dud?
At the sight of Iggy taunting Beck, something in Luca snapped. Iggy's smirk shifted to a look of shock as Luca launched himself into his stomach.
Ah!
Iggy's clothes were drenched in the glowing ooze.
You jerk! My clothes are ruined! I'm gonna...
Iggy's voice began to slur as he struggled to get up.
I don't feel so good.
I'm sorry, I just... Oh shit.
Yep.
You know what, actually rest in pieces, Iggy. Fuck off. That was intense. Iggy's gonna be okay, right? Nothing about this seems okay.
The person at the warehouse, this strange ooze, and what it did to Iggy. Was Rollo caught up in all of this?
We have to find Rollo. You took the words out of my mouth. Property of Valentine Fertilizer Company. Looks old.
Whoa there, little buddies. You startled me. What in the dickens are you up to in this part of town?
You're just helping look for Rollo.
Oh, you haven't heard the good news? Rollo showed up safe and sound a bit ago.
Really? So where was he?
It's funny, really. He just got a little turned around in the woods. They can be disorienting, you know.
I am starting to get that impression.
Rollo's at his house now, getting some well-deserved rest.
Oh, that's relief.
You two should scurry along before you get lost yourselves.
Yeah, come on back. I can't wait to introduce you to Rollo.
Oh, that reminds me. Luca, your grandmother was looking for you.
He was?
She was worried sick. You should march straight home.
I guess.
Beck, your folks might be getting worried too. I'll walk you home. I need to talk with Nellie about work anyway.
Beck glanced toward Luca.
I guess all's well that ends well. I'll introduce you to Rollo tomorrow. Sure. He's okay.
Rollo was safe. A wave of relief washed over Luca, which was quickly replaced by a sense of dread. Gran is going to kill me. If he hurried, he might just make it home before sundown. Chapter 4. Our harvest awaits. Luca took a deep breath and gingerly opened the door, steeling himself for Gran's wrath.
Gran? Come home. Everything's fine. Gran? Gran? I know I wasn't supposed to go anywhere. I was just hoping to look for Rollo. Hello? Gran? Rosie came over. She was worried about him. So I figured you wouldn't mind if I helped look for him. It turns out Rollo's safe and sound.
Luca was alone. The house was empty.
So Gran's not back yet. I guess that's a good thing. Nothing to do now but sleep, I guess. Not even gonna have dinner first.
Luca was sitting by the pond, listening to small waves lap against a rock. His father sat in a folding chair in front of him. Without turning, he spoke. "Why don't you grab me some nice bait?" "Sure thing, Dad." Luca hopped over to the tackle box and popped open the lid. Inside was a rolling, buzzing mass. "We're fishing with bees?" Luca's father gave a warm chuckle. "Well, you catch more fish with bees than honey. Pick us out a good one." Luca closed his eyes and plucked out a bee. He could feel its wings struggle between his finger and thumb. Holding it at arm's length, he hurried over. His father deftly baited the hook and examined his work. "Interesting choice." With a practiced flick of the wrist, the line buzzed in a graceful arc. The water accepted it without a splash or ripple. The wrong choice, but I respect it. The pond began to freeze over. "Sometimes we gotta make the wrong choice before we can make it right." Pallid ice propagated across the still surface with an alarming speed. Luca scrambled back as the ground beneath him turned cold. "Dad, I don't understand." "Sorry, kiddo. Understanding isn't always part of the deal." The relentless ice shot through the fishing line toward his father. "Dad, look out!" His father casually wound the reel. "None of it's your fault, you know. Never was." "Dad, we have to go." Luca grabbed his father's shoulders, trying to pull him away. "Please, you have to run." The ice crackled as it spread across his father's hands. That's the thing about fishing, Luca. His chest began to crystallize. You toss your hook in, and you never know what you're gonna pull out. A shock of searing cold ran up Luca's arms. He gave one last desperate tug. The chair tipped backwards in a single frozen mass. Luca tried to stop the momentum, but it was too late. He watched the icy form of his father slam into the hard ground, shattering into 1,000 pieces that crowded around his feet. Dad, I don't understand. What does all this mean? The gentle rustle of leaves was the only reply. Luca's eyes struggled to focus on the walkie-talkie.
Rollo?
Faintly, he could hear Rollo amongst the noise.
Luca! Rollo, is that you? Luca! There! Rollo, it's the middle of the night. Luca, thank God. Listen. I don't know how long this thing will work down here. Down here?
Rollo's voice was coming through more clearly now, but some words were still just static.
Listen to me. Someone grabbed me yesterday. What? The man in the hazmat suit? It was looking to some sort of... I think I'm underground. Underground? Are you okay? Kinda. They seem more interested in... For now, at least. Mr. Kerr said you made it back home safe. Kerr? No. He's... Hold on, someone's coming.
The signal went silent.
Rollo? Rollo, where are you?
Luca held still, waiting for a response, his pounding heartbeat marking the passage of time.
Okay, I think they're gone. Getting worse. I can barely hear you.
Rollo's voice began to fade.
Losing signal. Not much time. Losing control. You need to... The treehouse. The treehouse!
With that, the signal died for good.
What was he trying to say about the treehouse? What's at the treehouse? The antenna! He wants me to use the antenna in the treehouse to get a better signal. Oh, you're a genius.
Luca grabbed the walkie-talkie and sprinted to the treehouse. Luca heard a group of footsteps approaching. He dashed behind the bushes to avoid being spotted.
So, we all understand our roles? You can count on me. I still think we need more time. This wasn't the original plan.
Mr. Tolliver paused, shifting his eyes to one side.
We're all in danger now. I, for one, refuse to sit idly by while that danger persists. You just keep your wits about you.
Mr. Tolliver took one long, quiet breath.
You're right. You can count on me. I just wish we could have made that deal with Eris Valentine. Her resources would have still come in handy. As I said, I had no time to contact her after your call this morning. In exchange, how's Luca holding up? He's fine. We shouldn't lose sight of the fact that this is all... I know very well what all this is for. We have no choice. Operation Sparkplug has a new objective. Are we in agreement?
The three shared a determined look.
Good. We'll reconvene after the festival. Gran. Why are you meeting with Mrs. Fratelli and Mr. Tolliver late at night? Hey, look up! Ah! John, you scared me. How long have you been there? Oh, just a few minutes. Later today, I saw Mr. Tolliver and your grand entered the diner together. When my shift at the newsstand was over, they still hadn't left. So I used the greatest tool of any investigative reporter. Time. When they left, I tailed them here. What do you think they're up to? Whatever it is, they seem organized and determined. They mentioned the festival. Yeah, I heard that too. Has your grand been doing anything different recently? Anything strange? They got a phone call this morning and rushed out the door. Call from Highland Tolliver, it seems. She was either furious or terrified. Or both. Look, be careful out there. I think we might be in the middle of a scoop of light time. Well, aren't you coming up? No, I'm gonna stick out here for a bit longer. See you, Luca. I did it. I changed the sign. Splendid. Did anyone see you? I don't believe so. You're right. It was simple enough to just rearrange the letters. Not place for a prank, though. In situations such as these, odd is good.
The two boys shared a mischievous grin.
Can't wait for everyone to see the big reveal. It should be quite memorable. Let's make ourselves scarce for now. It's always time for fishing.
Luca stuck a toy stretchy hand onto the hook. Those things always get dirty anyway.
Again. Should we give it to Mom? She likes jewelry.
That's a sweet thought, Buckaroo. But I'm not sure if she fully appreciated a pawn bracelet.
Luca wrapped some tape around the hook. Hey, you never know.
Got a bunch of big words written on it.
Let's see that. We regret to inform you that your application for property rights, with respect to the Beacon Pines CBD and surrounding area, has been rejected.
What was that for?
Applicant Valentine Estate. Good.
Luca placed a sinker on the line. Sometimes the best stuff is at the bottom of the pond.
Alice 80 proof whiskey. Hard liquor for a hard man.
Let's leave that be. It's a real piece of work to leave something like that lying around.
Drink. Rollo! Rollo, are you there? I'm at the treehouse now, Rollo. Mr. Curse said you were alright. What happened out there? Dang it, Rollo, where are you? Who's there?
Luca could only see a cloaked shape behind the rocket.
I got weapons in here. So you better come out right now.
He strained to hear as a muffled voice began.
Weapons? How could you hurt something that's already dead?
Fear gripped Luca's throat.
Who are you?
What? You don't recognize me? I guess I don't even recognize myself.
Luca stared at the ground for a moment, trying to place the dampened voice. The figure shifted slowly from behind the rocket, revealing itself to Luca.
I'm a monster. And now they hunt me like the beast I am. Iggy.
Luca reached over empathetically. Iggy's tone jolted to dejected anger.
Don't touch me. It's not your fault.
Luca slumped to the ground, overwhelmed by guilt.
So sorry. I didn't mean to. Lost control. So you couldn't control yourself for a second. And I get to be like this forever. There must be a way to fix this. Oh, you gotta be my savior. Perfect little Luca saves the day. This positive attitude and power of friendship. None of this matters. There's no time. You're after me. They chased me all through the wood. I only came in here to hide. Hide from who? Who's after you? Luca! Luca! Oh? It's not safe! Luca! Oh, where are you? The treehouse! I'm at the treehouse, Rollo. Where are you? No, look at the treehouse isn't safe! They said they were going to the treehouse! I was trying to tell you to stay away from the treehouse! Who said they were going to the treehouse? The clipboard! What did I tell ya? Those perennial harvest wackadoos are after me. They're even chasing me yelling questions at me. What sort of questions? They're saying the same stuff they always do. But it's different now. Less asking, more threatening. We're gonna figure this out, Iggy. Yeah, well... Thanks. Hello? Is anyone present in this arboreal domicile? Crap, they found me. Luca, what's happening? Don't panic. You stay here and I'll see what they want. Hello, Mr. Van Horn. You would love to hear your thoughts. You have time for an informal chat? We'll be brief. Your time is valuable to us. Be down in just a second. Of course. We have a problem. Luca, you gotta get out of there! Who's out there? Is it them? Yes, clipboards. Bunch of them. How many? Maybe all of them? And yeah, you were right. They are saying the same stuff, but with the creepy knob cranked to 10. My Chunky gave me present. We'd love to hear his thoughts. Run!
Iggy slumped to his knees.
I don't know what to do. Just so tired. So what do we do?
Luca grabbed the walkie-talkie and headed for the window.
Oh, my late.
Luca and Iggy climbed up the back of the treehouse to its roof, where Rollo had constructed his MCDC, the Mission Control Defense Cannon. From behind the crowd of clipboards, William Kerr strode forward, a warm smile on his face.
Hey, there you are. You gave us all a heck of a scare. Go away, just leave me alone. Oh, I'm sorry, Iggy, but no can do. Don't worry though, we're here to help. Help? Then why are you chasing me? Luca, can you talk some sense into your pal here? Just look at him. He's not well. What's wrong with him? What did that gunk do to him? Oh, that's a pretty honkin' big question, Luca. All you need to know is that he's sick. He's real sick, Luca. I just need you to let us up there and take care of him. You told me Rollo was okay. I was back at his place resting. He is. Poor fella just got a little lost. That's a lie. It's a hurtful thing to say, Luca. I thought we were buddies. Why? Because he lets you ramble on like a wackadoo? Nobody likes you, you creep.
Kerr's smile faltered.
Why don't you pop on down here so we can have a face-to-face? Yelling like this is gonna give us all a heck of a sore throat. And who wants that?
Luca's grip tightened on the MCDC.
What'd you do to Rollo, you liar? Well, shucks, Luca. The only teeny tiny fib I told you was that he was at home. He is resting and he is perfectly safe. For now, at least. What happens to him next is up to you, Luca. Look around. You're in quite the pickle, and I am the only person in the whole wide world who can help you. You get to decide how this ends.
Luca's mind raced. He was caught in a trap. What do you do when there's no hope? He wiped his cheeks with a sleeve. What are you gonna do, Luca?
You can fight.
Luca drew himself up and decided to take the only option they had left. Fight. He swung the Mission Control Defense Cannon around, aiming it confidently at the smirking face of William Kerr.
Hey, Mr. Kerr.
Luca summoned his most insolent demeanor.
Rollo sends his regards. Hey. That was uncalled for, more than a little rude. And just plain unsanitary. Look, I really did think we were good pals. What a shame that it's come to this.
Kerr turned his back on the two boys.
End this.
With a nonchalant wave of the hand, he made his exit. As the clipboards began to slowly advance on the treehouse, Luca looked to Iggy with resignation in his eyes. The end. That escalated quickly. Maybe discretion was the better part of valor here. Let's put a pin in this for now.
I think we have time for one more We'll change. We're gonna go on this side.
This is a story about struggle. Luca could hear a machine humming somewhere nearby. He felt around wildly, searching for something, anything that could help. His hands found a hard object, maybe a tile? He yanked it free, lifting the cold stone. Let me go! Luca swung the tile as hard as he could at the shape that still held fast to his leg. He heard the crack of glass as the stone hit the assailant's mask. With a muffled yelp, the hand let go. Luca was free and scrambled to the door. He never looked back once on the long run home. Chapter 3. Everything's fine. The next morning, it was quieter than usual at the breakfast table. Only the sound of silverware and chewing interrupted the awkward silence.
I finished drawing a miso jam last night. But I don't need to get delivered into town today. Okay. So what did you really get up to yesterday? I had things to do, so I just sort of poked around town. I've set the jam down by the front door. There's 2 batches to drop off. One for Mr. Tolliver at the Bag and Wag. Another for Mrs. Fratelli at the diner. Oh, and Mr. Nuncreed. He said he wants some more. I suspected as much. Yes, he seems to have taken a particular interest in my jam. There are some extras in the basket for that enthusiastic gentleman. Just make sure Fratelli and Tolliver get the ones on top. No problem. I'll be free now while the day is still young. Hello, Miss Jennifer Hartford. Before you hang up, just hear me out. I have a business proposition. The simple matter is we both have the same problem that needs solving. Very well, we can meet tonight. Okay. Sorry about yesterday. Roxy can be so annoying. But good news. No more boring chores for me today. Did you make it to the old Valentine warehouse? What did you find? Give me the dirt. Something happened. There was someone else there. What? Who was it? Was it aliens? I knew it would be aliens. No. Zombies? No. Alien zombies? What else could it possibly be? Well, though. I gotta deliver these into town first. You can catch up after. Ooh, is it a whole thing? This sounds like a whole thing. Yeah, we shouldn't talk about it here. Maybe at the treehouse tonight. I'm not sure what this treehouse is that you speak of. Meet me at Mission Control. Roger that, Space Cadet. Or you could help me deliver this jam. I'm just a little guy with a big old basket. Wait, watch your step! Oh, sorry. There's a whole family of beetles here. I think I'm missing. I thought they just sort of wandered around. Everyone has a home, Luca. Even beetles.
Luca checked the soles of his sandals.
I think we're okay. It's weird that they're gone. They were missing when the festival preparations began. You think the noise scared them away? Something like that. Just watch for your step, okay? I'll try. Mr. Wilder, I trust you have time to chat.
Eris Valentine, oldest of Sharper Valentine's children, and heir to the Valentine fortune.
She's literally named Eris.
Had a way of making questions seem like demands.
That's really something. Certainly. What seems to be the problem?
Mr. Wilder had learned to assume that if he was hearing from Eris, it was because she had taken issue with something he had put in the paper.
Issue with your issues?
I couldn't help but notice that the front page of this morning's paper was consumed with stories about this silly festival.
Well, yes. That is the news of the day.
But there was no mention of the museum, nor the foundation through which it was endowed.
I'm sorry, Miss Valentine. My readers are more so interested in this town's future, rather than any one family in particular.
There was a time, Mr. Wilder, when the goings-on of my family was the only thing this town cared about.
Well, things change, ma'am. And you know, change is dangerous.
If you finish that thought, I would make that monocle a permanent picture of your anatomy.
My apologies. Good day, Miss Valentine.
Did I give you the impression this conversation was finished?
Mr. Wilder averted his gaze and began to polish his monocle.
Well, good day, Mr. Wilder. Anger from the past, mistakes not yet made, and a glimmering hope for the future. He carried them all in equal parts everywhere he went. Oh, heavens, what a burden to bear. Haven't been here. Well, if it isn't my favorite little jam runner. Hey, Mrs. Fratelli. Look at you.
She leaned forward and pinched Luca's cheek.
All skin and bones. Is your grandma not feeding you? She is. It's just... I understand. You know, I taught your mama how to cook back in the day. You may not even remember, but you and her used to help out in the diner. See that picture over there? That's you helping your mama back in the day. So cute, running around in your little apron taking orders. The whole situation just breaks my heart. What happened with Eleanor? I've got a feeling she's out there somewhere, yearning to be with you again. Few things in this world can keep a mother from her son.
Luca shifted the basket uncomfortably.
Oh yes, let's see here.
Mrs. Fratelli lifted the cloth and inspected the jam.
Even have my name on them, how thoughtful.
She carefully lifted out her jars of jam.
You tell your grand hello for me, Luca. Will do.
If I could just be left alone, young Mr. Van Horn.
Oh, sure. Sorry to bother you.
It's just that Mr. Kerr has asked me to make the opening speech at the festival. Being mayor and all, you might expect me to be a charismatic speaker. The truth is, I'm terribly nervous. I really don't think I'm cut out for this sort of thing.
Not for being mayor or for public speaking?
Both, I suppose. I never really chose any of this. It's more of a duty to my family. Or legacy.
That sounds like a heavy burden. As for the festival, just speak from your heart. I'm sure it'll be great. Okay, bye. Hey, Dawn. Hey, look at what's up.
Dawn had dreams of becoming a big-time reporter. At night, she searched for the story that could be her big break. By day, she hawked papers at the newsstand.
Got you into your delivery, eh? Yep. Hey, Dawn. Have you noticed anything weird around town lately? What's very weird things? Stuff going on at the old Valentine building. You might say I've heard some things. I'm working on a story about it right now. So what's going on? Can't say quite yet. I still need to follow up on a few leads. Keep in the loop, okay? Sure thing. Have you seen a new kid around yet? New kid? Yeah, came from the big city. My parents both got jobs here. But get this. One of them was working for William Fair in the Perennial Harvest, and the other was working for Harris Valentine. And the Valentines represent Beacon Pines' past. Perennial Harvest has positioned itself as this town's future. Must make for some interesting dinner-table conversations. I can imagine.
Huddled at his counter, Hiram Tolliver was meticulously shining apples. More accurately, Hiram Tolliver was meticulously shining one apple.
Hello?
With a yelp, Mr. Tolliver fumbled the apple, flailing at the air as it fell.
Oh, sorry. No bother, no bother.
He leaned forward and lowered his voice.
I see you have something for me.
Yeah, Gran had some jam I'm supposed to give you.
He leaned in a bit further.
Jam.
Yeah, this one's on top. Show your name on them.
Mr. Tolliver leaned back, speaking loud enough for anyone to hear.
Ah, yes! The jam! Thank you so much for delivering this jam to me.
He reached forward and snapped up the jars of jam, giving Luca a little wink.
I shall put it on my store shelves post-haste.
Okay. I should finish my deliveries.
Of course.
Of course.
He leaned in for a final whisper.
Okay, bye. How do you keep the ice cream cold? How do you keep them on ice? Where do you get the ice from? I don't know. Somewhere cold. How did they keep somewhere cold? Look, Bert. Do you want some ice cream or not? No, good. Got some jam for you, Mr. Nuncreed.
Luca, you seem chipper.
Well, aside from being on delivery duty, it's a nice day.
Mr. Nuncreed eyed Luca for a moment, then nodded in agreement.
I suppose it is.
So, do you want your jam?
Oh, right. Usually Juniper drops these off herself.
I guess she's busy today. Anyway, this is my last delivery for the day.
Oh, in that case.
Nuncreed snatched the basket from Luca.
I'll hold on to the basket until next time I see your grand.
Hey you! Anchovies or pineapple? What? Don't think. Just answer. Pineapple? Why? How old are you? 12? Perfect, follow me. Who are you? Anyone ever tell you ask too many questions? Just try to keep up, okay? What just happened? Oh. Hey, what a crazy coincidence! Here's my new friend I was just telling you about. Oh, that's wonderful. Yep, we just hit it off. Oh, really? Get this. His favorite pizza topping in the whole world is pineapple. Oh, and what's your new little friend's name?
Beck locked eyes with Luca. The look on her face was equal parts expectant and desperate.
Luca Van Horn. Nice to meet you. I'm Nellie, and this is Ilona. We're Beck's parents.
Beck gave Luca a quick nudge.
Oh yeah, Beck told me all about you. I always feel like you know each other for years. So you both can stop obsessing about me making friends. Oh darn, we never doubted you. It's just that for children with fewer than 5 close friends, the probability of a stunted development doubles out of. Well, 1 down, 4 to go, I guess. What Nelly means is that we just want this move to be as easy on you as possible. You can relax. Friend has been friended. This calls for a celebration. Look, you must join us for dinner tonight. Dinner? Wow, another coincidence. I actually already asked him and he said he would love to. It's just wonderful. In that case, we should pick up some groceries. You two don't get into too much trouble now. Excuse you, I had plans. Ugh, can't believe that worked. Thanks a ton. You're welcome? I owe you one. My moms are great and all, but they can be a bit much sometimes. Our house is the little cottage next to that big mansion place. Wait, you live on the Valentine estate? Yeah, that's the spot. Maybe by their big creepy gate. Don't be late. Or I'm back to square one in this whole friend grift. Great, see you there.
Jeff's hardware closed down about a year ago. The effects of the foul harvest stretched wide. When there are no crops in the field, tractors don't need fixing.
Morning, Jeff.
Oh, that's so good about it. Another day further down the tubes, if you ask me.
Come on now, it's not all bad. Festival's coming up.
The festival. Oh man, Valentine used to put on cockamamie shindigs all the time. And where did that get us?
Well, it's perennial harvest putting on this one. And they're doing it for the whole town.
As far as I see it. The difference between the old Valentine Company and this new perennial harvest outfit
Jeff dug through his pockets for a bit.
is the difference between this empty soup can and this brown banana.
Those are both garbage.
Exactly. Got him.
Who all lives in that house? Paris and Gus Valentine grew up there. And Solomon moved in a few years back. The creepy little kid in the vest. Yeah, it sounds like the one. So just 3 people live in that huge thing. I bet a bunch of shady stuff happens all the time in a place like that. Not really. The Valentines pretty much kicked in themselves. So it's empty and boring. Pretty much. What a waste. My mom says I used to be way busier back before Sharper died. Before the foul harvest. Okay, that's like the 5th time someone's mentioned this foul harvest thing. And you only use that same ominous tone. Eventually, you're going to explain to me how that harvest got all fouled up. But we can't keep my parents waiting anymore. This way. Those kids would have ditched me by this point. Why are you still here? You look like you could use some help. You know what, Luca? You're not so bad. Let's get through this as simply as possible. Just eat, smile, and nod. Done. Great. Whatever you do, don't bring up their work. I think I can handle that.
Beck took a long breath, then gave a firm nod.
Here goes nothing.
Chapter 4. Dinner with the Moodwills.
You know what, since we're starting a new chapter, this would be a good time to call it. And this has been pretty fun. Thanks for everyone who stopped by the stream today. We can continue the story next time. Catch you then.